Hi, my curious friends, how are you doing? It's that time of the year again. You know what time it is? It's time to get back to school! Yeah, indeed. I'm reaching a hand to you. I want to help you. I want to share with you my favorite apps for going back to school. They're easy to use apps and they will really help you to organize yourself better and as well to have visibility on all the things you have to do in a day, in a week, in a month. So I have 5 apps in mind. Without further ado, let's get started. The first app I want you to see is, let's start with Google Keep. Well, this is usually used for typing in notes and as well all kinds of reminders, all kinds of labels and all this stuff. So you can put here notes, you can put directions and all sorts of stuff. I haven't used it on my new account, so that's why I don't have any kind of notes with it, but it's really useful. An alternative for that, it's Trello. I've used it more often than Google Keep. I want to make a point here. All the apps included in this video are free, so you can search for them on Google Play. You can download them at no charge at all, and you can really make them work for your interest. Getting back to Trello. So you have a really nice user guide for Trello for Android. And you can see here, getting started, how the lists look like. You can organize them by adding cards, adding images, and all the stuff. Okay, Mods really wants his toys. Then you can have multiple lists. You can have multiple color coding events and all this stuff. So you can really color code any kind of event you want. You can color them by finished, by the event they're about, by the location. Okay, I'm going to show you one of my lists. So I wanted to keep track of what I eat during a weekend. So I have here a list with what I've eaten on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and also the hours. So you can really keep track, and inside each one of these cards, I've written what I've eaten, like short notes, short words, and it's very useful to keep trackability of that. Okay. The second app I want to talk to you about is Google Calendar. It really helped me keeping my day organized and also keeping my goals up to speed. So the specific reason I recommend this application in favor of other kind of calendars on the market is that it is integrated with Google Suite. So the most important and useful thing to me was when I put my classes timetable in my calendar, I could also attach my notes from that course. You can also add goals and all sorts of stuff, but let me show you how. So I will open my Google Calendar, and let's say I want to put myself here a new goal. Okay, so I put a new goal here, and it's really helping me to choose what category my goal is from. So let's say I would like to spend more time with my family. So I go to family and friends, and I would like to visit family. I say once a week and for at least 2 hours. The best time I think would be evening for me. So it will find time in my calendar when this visit will be possible. This is awesome. And you can adjust as well during the time. Okay, so it created my goal here. Visit family on Saturdays from 7 to 9 p.m. I get also a notification before this happens, and it's Saturday and Sunday, and Sunday, and Sunday, and Sundays. Okay then. Good. So we can even put some events on. So let me show you that. Let's say I would like to have a meeting with my tutor professor from university. So I say tutor meeting at, okay, my university name, and it really looks by the location, as you can see, with tutor. I don't want to spell his name here because I have also his phone number. Okay, so I will put an all-day event and I will select the date. It will be this Saturday, let's say. Okay, so I have the date. I will say that it's all day. I know the location, and I even have a sneak peek from Google Maps. And I also have here the reminders, when I will get the reminder. So at 11:30 p.m. the day before, I get a notification, and also I get an email the day before at 4:30 p.m. Default color. This is pretty important for me, so I'll make it a bit stick out by tangerine. Okay. Mot is really playful, and Gizmo isn't turning in on his game. Okay, what I was really talking about is adding an attachment. So I will add here an attachment from my drive. Let's say I will put my seminar course. I will like to discuss this with him. So I'll have it here attached. I will just save it. And I have my event created here on Saturday with all the details. So nevertheless, this is a cool app to use. One pro advice I will give you on using Google Calendar is if you have many activities of the same type, don't use a bold color for it. Maybe use kind of a gray or a washed out color, because if you have it a lot in your timetable here, it will maybe look a bit overwhelming. So in order for that to be a little bit more clear, you should put a washed out color maybe. Okay, so this is it with this app as well. How many times you didn't took all the notes you needed in one course? But I bet you found a colleague that did. So I think you wanted to have a scanned copy of his notes. Now it's possible, and it's even on your phone. So this application I want to share with you is Office Lens. It really scans a sheet of paper. So let me do an example here. I will try to scan this sheet. It's not really straight, as you can see, but we'll try to make it work. It already sees the predefined corners of the paper. So I press here on the camera, wait. And I can even adjust by pressing here on the second item at top. I can adjust the corners of the paper, so it will be a bit better. Press the tick mark and the save button, and I can also choose where it will save my document. So right now I want it to be saved in my gallery. I will modify the name. I will put here list, and I press the tick button up. And I can view it now in my gallery. That's great. It's a great application. Good. So what is really important is also to chill out between classes or on your way home, on your way to the university. For this thing, I personally prefer YouTube because it has a lot of variety and all the stuff. If you prefer Spotify, it's also great. But I have a pro tip for you, how you can listen to YouTube with your screen off or doing something else on your phone. This is genius. Let me show you how. First of all, you will need Firefox browser. So I will open the browser and I have searched for my previous video on YouTube, but in browser, not in the inbuilt application. So I will press play. Now the video is buffering. It will take some time depending on your network connection. Okay, it started. And now I will shut off my screen. It's still working. That is amazing. Now I've opened up my screen and I can also get out of the browser and do other things. So for example, I can open up a Google Chrome application. I can do all sorts of stuff here, so I can navigate around. It's perfect. In order to close it, I have to go to my application here. So I press pause and I exit. So this is truly amazing for those of you who like the content which is on YouTube and you cannot find it anyplace else. So these have been my pro tips and my favorite apps to use when going back to school and making my life a lot easier when organizing, and be sure that I don't skip any kind of courses. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. As I always tell you, please be safe and loved. Bye.